The top 3 tools that I continue to use personally on a daily basis, like putting my fingers on it. One, I have one for wisdom. That tool is Perplexity. So if you haven't heard of Perplexity, you're very, very new to AI. This is the new Google, but Google on steroids. So Perplexity has access to the internet, so you have access to like the Google information, but it also combines ChatGPT, it combines Claude, it combines Llama 3, it combines Perplexity's own internal database, and it's focused on research. So if you're trying to figure out like what is the best tool for an accounting business, this is what you would use to find that answer. If you're trying to find the top trending news of today, this is where you find that answer. Basically, any kind of question that you have, you go onto Perplexity, and not only will you get the answer, but you'll get the sources to all the stuff. It scours Reddit and all kinds of different websites, the entire internet to find the data, but it's laid out in a way that you haven't seen before. So I'll pull it up just real quick and say, let's say, and you can see this is looking at TextGPT's site, Intuit's site, all these different websites, and trying to find the best answer by combining all the stuff together. So it takes all the data, looks at what the responses are from everybody, and puts it into one place. And it puts it really nicely into bulleted information on why. And I can actually have it explain that, give me the top reasons why and the top reasons why I would not want to use these. I can have it give me a market analysis for real estate. This is an amazing tool for research. This is Perplexity. Once you start using it, you're not going to use Google for research anymore. You're definitely going to be using this. Content and coding. So I don't personally do much of the coding side, so we leave that to our team. So Claude is what we use for that. Claude Sonnet 3.5, in my opinion, is the best tool for creating content. So Anthropic, who owns Claude, is backed by like Amazon. I think they just got another $50 billion from Amazon and other companies. I think Microsoft might be involved as well. They're all getting funded and battling it out for who's gonna get the smartest intelligence. But this is what I use for content. We'll just drop in here real quick and test it out. So this is what Claude looks like. A lot of this stuff has free versions, but you'll probably wind up getting the paid so you can have access to everything. Now, another cool thing is you can create styles inside of here. So I can click on this and like I have a marketing storyteller, for example. So I can create an actual style of writing by uploading stuff from stuff that I like to read. So if you see somebody that's really good at emails or really good at copy, I can create a style out of those, which is pretty cool. But let's just do a plain old text here. So now, I would put more details in here, but I'm just trying to show you guys that have never used Claude before at all. Just try to get you a feel of like what this stuff looks like. So you basically just tell it what you want, and it's gonna start creating the stuff immediately for you. So for instance, like right now, follow-up is king, queen, whatever you wanna call it. But follow-up is where it's at. If you pay that good money to get your leads in, I see so many people following up with their leads. This is for almost any business. Like it may not be for all of them. Some stuff, they have to get it fixed today, like a leaky pipe in their house or toilet or something. They're not gonna go fix that 6 months later. But generally speaking, most niches, sometimes the key is follow-up, like real estate. Somebody might not be motivated to sell today. When they opted in, they're just kind of a looky-loo trying to see what their home's worth. Things change when the house doesn't sell, if they're trying to do it on their own. But this creates a great sequence. I can change this stuff up to have my name. It says insert dates here, insert time. I can just pound stuff out for emails, for landing pages, for content, for practically nothing. And it's very expensive to have people do good copy. Like it's not cheap. You're gonna wind up spending probably $20,000 just to have them write one piece. So it's not cheap to do this kind of stuff. So Claude is your go-to for writing content and also doing coding, which I'm not gonna do today, but I could say I wanna code an app and it'll literally start creating the code for me. But Claude is amazing for writing content if that's all you even use it for. Next is images and ads. The tool that I use the most for images is Flux. Flux Pro Ultra is comparable to Midjourney in quality, but you can actually put text in the images, which Midjourney is very, very poor at doing that. Ideogram is also good with text, but overall, I feel like Flux is the best one if you consider all the features that it can do. Now, like this one, all I entered in was have people standing in a hall waiting for our AI for B conference wearing AI for B gear. So this is not a real picture. I literally just said, create a picture of people standing in the hallway waiting for our AI for B event wearing AI for B gear. Like something like that. So prompting also, like, people make it to be a little bit more complex than what it really needs to be. But at a very low level, if you're just getting into this, all you really need to do with the LLMs is talk to them and tell them what you want. Where people fall short and think that AI is not that good is they just give up after typing something in. They won't get the response they want. The key with AI is digging deeper. So whatever you don't like, you just say, you know, that's great, but you're missing this. And so you got to dig deeper and tell it what you want. If you're just looking at the first output, you're usually not going to be that happy.